Hi, Nancy Forrester here, Executive Director of Canada's National Emotional Freedom Techniques Training Institute. And today I'd like to offer you a very simple and straightforward technique that can be used with clients at the start of a session to prepare them for the deeper work. Or it's actually something that I do regularly in the morning to shift some emotional energy that may be stuck in my body in some places. So this is called the constricted breathing technique. And as we know from yoga and meditation, all kinds of mindfulness strategies, there is so much involved in our breath. The breath is the center where everything comes together. And so if there are constrictions in that breathing, they are something that may be being held from unresolved stresses and strains and tensions, either from today's activities, yesterday's activities, or in the past. And so I invite you to do this exercise with me. So what we'll do is just take a couple of good breaths. They don't have to be terribly deep. Don't force any of this, but just take a couple of nice breaths right into your belly as far as your breath is going to go. And we do this just to make sure that any results we get from the tapping aren't going to be from a natural expansion of the lungs. So just taking another breath. And now this time as you take a breath, I want you to scale the depth of that breath on a scale from 0 to 10, where 10 would be an absolutely full as it's going to get breath for you, and 0 would be a pretty serious situation. So just take the breath and just notice. And I would say mine's about a 7. Probably there's some anxiety around making this video. I'm not quite sure. One of the nice things about constricted breathing is we don't need to know what the core, what the root cause of this constriction in the breath is. We're just going to work with it. So tapping with me on the side of the hand point. Even though, just repeat after me, I have this constriction in my breathing right now, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this constriction in my breathing right now, I love and accept myself anyway. And one more time, even though I have this constriction in my breathing right now, I love and accept myself anyway. That was the setup phrase. Now we'll go to the reminder points and we'll just repeat constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Whew, there's a release for me. Constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Constricted breathing. Good. And then just breathing easily. And now we'll see. Let's test and see whether that had results for us. And again, EFT is not about trying to change anything. It is about being with what is. And through that gateway of acceptance often comes the release that we're looking for around the symptom. So now just take a breath and again, scale it from 0 to 10 on how full that breath is. Yeah, mine is significantly more than it was before. I would call it about a 9. I think there's maybe a little tiny bit. In fact, let's do a second round on this, just in case yours. Now, remember, sometimes this rating will go down, and that's okay too. Sometimes doing this constricted breathing technique, we actually start to get more in touch with some things that are upsetting the system. So that's fine. If that's the case, just continue, rewind to the start of this tape. And keep tapping along. So second round, even though I still have some constricted breathing, I love and accept myself. Even though I still have some constricted breathing, I love and accept myself. Even though I still have some constricted breathing, I love and accept myself. Good, that was 3 times on the setup. Now we'll go to the reminder. This time, because it's the second round, we're going to say remaining constricted breath. Oh, there's a sigh of relief for me. Remaining constricted breath. 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 Good. Easy breathing. And then let's test it one more time. Scale it 0 to 10. Yeah, and I have a little bit more space, a little less tension around my breathing apparatus. I'd call that about a 9.5 for me now. And again, if yours is either becoming more constricted, that's fine. Stay with the technique. You can do a few more rounds to help that release. This is a strategy that would fall in conscious EFT, would fall within our phase 1 approach, where we're really helping our clients to learn how to self-regulate their nervous system in the moment, where we're working on symptom reduction, symptom relief. So very often someone with physical pain may find some relief around that by doing the constricted breathing technique. It is something that you can teach clients how to do, which they can do in between sessions with you. And it's also very helpful as you simply invite your clients to think of a distressing situation in their lives today, and then have them do the constricted breathing technique, even as you're having them expose themselves to the upsetting situation today. So lots of really great uses in phase 1 for the constricted breathing technique, and I encourage you to give it a try. Thanks. Bye-bye.